Hey, what's up everyone, this is Pyrrhus of Everest bringing you a Shogun 2 total commentary battle, so let's check out my army. Okay, so I have 1 unit of hand mortars, 6 units of bow samurai, 6 units of katana samurai, 1 unit of fire cavalry, and 5 units of yari cavalry. And my avatar. My opponent's army consists of 1 unit of nodachi, 5 units of bow ashigaru, 4 units of Lone Sword Ashigaru, and 5 units of Katana Samurai. My opponent also has 4 hidden units of Katana Cavalry. Okay, so I've only just recently played this battle because it's pretty much my first game today, and my opponent is 1 star more than me, so I'm a 5 star, so 1 star more, 6 star obviously. And yeah, my opponent's army was very weak compared to what I was expecting, because normally when I'm like a 5 star, I already have quite a lot of veterans in cavalry. I mean, obviously all my cavalry is pretty much veterans besides one of them. I could have brought another veteran, but I've always got 1 unit that's not a veteran, because then it allows me to get more veterans. Because if I have 6 units of all veterans, then he won't become a veteran, will he? Okay, so I start the battle soon, and I do have my hand mortar still, so the idea is to force my opponent to attack me, or he can just run away. But most people like to attack you. I, on the other hand, would prefer to to retreat backwards. It's not really cowardly, because it's just basically protecting your army from being bombarded. The reason I fought this battle, because I wasn't really going to do much Shogun today, because if I do too much then I'll probably get bored. But the reason I done this is because I came on to check, I think I was going to do a Usagi campaign, but then I checked my conquest map online and I noticed that I was very close to Bow Warrior Monks. It would take 3 games to get there. This was my first game. I haven't played any more, but I was just going to do 1 game, upload it, and then do more later or something. So yeah, I really want to get Bow Warrior Monks, but let's get into the battle. Okay, so my opponent is now bringing up 1 unit of Katana Cavalry. He's also moving up all his infantry and archers. I'm gonna basically stop him with my cavalry unit, because I don't really want to lose my archers or my hand mortar. So I'm gonna absolutely charge him down. He's only got katana, so his cavalry is very weak compared to mine, but if he got into my infantry he could cause serious damage, because that's what Katana Cavalry is for. It's basically taking out infantry, because they're very effective against infantry. Not spears obviously, just infantry. Sword infantry. My opponent's using his archers on my cavalry. I'm not really bothered, because you know, Yari cavalry do have probably not the best of armor, but they won't take as many damage, especially considering these are bow ashigaru, and bow ashigaru like really do suck. Okay, so out on the flank, I'm sending up my left flank of cavalry, because I want to outflank my opponent. I know he's got hidden cavalry. I counted his units right at the start of the battle, because I didn't see any cavalry, so I was expecting some hidden units. I counted 16 units altogether right there, so I knew he had about 4 units of something. I was expecting cavalry, because he did bring out 1 unit of katana from the start, basically to get my hand mortar. So my archers have now engaged his, but I'm going to cheat by bringing him in my cavalry. It's not really cheating. It's taking advantage of the opponent's foolishness. So yeah, I'm going to charge my opponent's archers. Because they're in the water, the charge is going to be really not as effective as I would like. Over here, my opponent's making a huge mistake by letting me charge 1 of his Katana Cavalry and leaving the other 2 too far away to help. If he had brought it back to his army, then it would have given him much more, he would have given him more morale and backup from his infantry, but unfortunately my opponent did not do that. Unfortunately for me, actually. But now he's going to bring up his other Katana Cavalry, and I'm going to charge them with mine. Okay, and now I've brought up the rest of my cavalry from my right flank to take out his archers. His archers were doing quite well against mine, but that's probably because his were in loose formation and mine weren't, so I wasn't doing as much damage as I would like. but now my cavalry are actually going to swamp them and rape them. My cavalry over here have taken out the remains of his katana cavalry, which now is going to force my opponent to go for a charge. While that was happening, I was raining down mortars on him, which was my plan all along, to force my opponent into a battle that he cannot win. But, you know, it happens all the time. So now I'm going to bring up my cavalry around the flank because he has no remaining cavalry, and he's going to try and do whatever he can to protect his general, but he does a very bad job because he's bringing it over here, and I still have my right flank remaining. So yeah, so now my opponent's basically forced to do a huge infantry charge, and I'm going to take advantage of him busy with his infantry by taking out his avatar. The rest of my cavalry have come into these forests because some of his archers were returning, so I wanted to get them in there just to take less damage, and now I'm going to charge in only 2 or 3 of my units really into his main force because I want to outflank him because he has a lot of infantry here. I'm going to bring up my general because I'm going to put him in standard fight and do all the morale effect things, and I'm going to continue raining down mortars on my opponent. But this is a huge bottleneck here. I'm just absolutely surrounded him. He's got nowhere to go. Right, that in there. There's more than probably 10 units. Yeah, none of them get out. Not a man gets out. So you're gonna watch as I just absolutely surround and slaughter. He is not gonna survive. His entire army has been cut down. There is no life in here for my opponent. It is completely wiped out. This is the last one standing, and even that is getting absolutely slaughtered. None of my opponent's army gets out of that. Okay? Right, my cavalry over here has gone for the rest of his returning units, and that's pretty much the end of the battle. But yeah, my opponent... In fact, let's go and look at the statistics, because my opponent's army did not come out of that. Only his archers and probably some of his cavalry got away. But my opponent's entire infantry force got absolutely slaughtered. That was like the Battle of Kanai. It was awesome. So yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, such a dry mouth today. Terrible. Need to drink more water. It tastes rather low, I swear. Yeah, water's good. Okay, so I deployed 1,680. I lost only 281, most of them on my archers. My opponent deployed 2,000... Did I say 1,680 or 2,002? Yeah, it's 1,680 for me. And my opponent deployed 2,190, and he lost 1,514. And my opponent actually only killed 235 of my men, so I killed some of my own men with my mortar, no doubt, and probably some of my archers as well. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty devastating thing. Let's look at the unit statistics. Let's look at kills. Okay, so my fire cavalry got 310 kills and only lost 8 men. It was a 5 chevron fire cavalry. Some of my Yari cavalry done really well as well. It was like 185, 175. My katana infantry done pretty well. I think in that battle I didn't actually use my archers at all. I think I didn't have them on fire at all, so I don't think I didn't get any kills. Look, see, even I make mistakes. None of my I didn't use my archers in that battle, but one of them did take some serious damage. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't use my archers in that battle at all. I think I swear I used that at the start, but I guess not. Wow. Let's see how much my mortar got. Where is he? Mortar. Where are you, mortar? Mortar. Deployed. And then we'll go for the lowest number. Okay. So my mortar got 128 kills. Pretty good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, people. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube, and I'll be bringing more. So see ya.